device scans an arc of 80 degrees out to a distance of 10 miles. Let's just sketch this here. I love my coordinate planes, you know, so 80 degrees, that's about like this. Okay, and then we have out to a distance of 10 miles. So essentially what we've got going on here is this, if this arc here, that means that this distance is 10 miles, okay? What is the minimum number of such devices needed to scan all directions around an area? In other words, how many of these 80-degree devices do we need to cover all of this? Well, people, there's 360 degrees, right? So 360 divided by 80, not too complicated, right? 4.5. So we need 4.5 devices. Well, what store is going to sell you half of a device? Not going to happen, right? So we need 5 devices to make sure that we're going to cover all of it, right? So 5 devices. I hope that is not too big of a stretch for anybody there. So what is the minimum number of devices? 5. All right. What would the area of overlap be? Okay, so here's where it gets a little interesting. Think about 5 devices and they're each able to go 80 degrees. So if you can take 5 and they all go 80 degrees, do you see how that's going to be 400 degrees, right? So there's 400 degrees. Now, how much overlap do we have? Well, if 400 degrees, that's 400 minus 360. Do you see that's equal to 40 degrees, right? Okay, so that's what we're asked, that's the area of overlap that there's going to be. And what is the radius? 10, okay? So now you can just use your formula for the area of a sector, right? Remember that's equal to pi r squared times the measure of the angle over 360, okay? So pi times the radius, which is 10 squared, because we have 10 miles. Our angle measure is 40 degrees, right? Because that's how much overlap there is over 360. People just plug this into your calculator and you should, oh, never mind, we don't even have to plug it into the calculator because we're expressing it in terms of pi. So we've got, well, this is 100, so we have pi times 100, and then this is 4 over 36. So we can do some canceling here. 4 into 36 is 9, 4 into 100 is 25. Well, looky there, guys. 25 times 4 is 100 over 9 times pi. Well, that was easy, right? And what's the units? Miles squared. So there's 10 miles squared of overlap.